and welcome back to Semester Online Learning Classes. I hope you all are safe and secure at your places. My name is Disha Kesarwani and I am your English teacher. And today we will learn something more about the topic, the tenses. Okay. So in the previous video we have studied about the present tense and we have studied little bit about the past tense. Okay. So whatever we have studied till now, we will just have a quick recap of that particular topic. Okay. So this is review 1. Okay. This is review 1. Over here we will compare 4 tenses, that is simple present tense, present continuous tense, simple past and past continuous tense. Okay. We have also studied this present continuous, this present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. But over here in this review 1 we will have these 4 review of the tenses, that is simple present tense, present continuous tense, simple past and past continuous tense. Okay. So if we talk about simple present tense, okay, simple present tense, I have told you in simple present tense what we have studied, that over there simple present is used for 2 things. First one was here for habitual actions and routine work, and second one was here for facts and universal truth. Okay. So if I talk about this particular example, that is I drink coffee every morning. So this is my habitual work, this is my routine work, that obviously I drink coffee every morning. And if I am using the verb drink over here, that is verb first form. So I have told you that whenever you are talking about subject which is plural, so with that you don't have to use s and es with your verb. But if your subject is singular, so you have to use s or es. So over here the subject I is plural over here, that is why you are not using s and es, and you are just writing drink over here. And moreover, this is your habitual action or routine work. Okay. So if I am saying I drink coffee every morning over here, so if you look at this diagram, over here this P represents past, N represents now, that is means present time, and F represents future time. Okay. So over here, if I am saying I drink coffee every morning, this verb, this action, that is drink, is happening at the past also. This action is happening at the past moment also, at the present moment also, and at the future. Means obviously I drink coffee every morning means in the future also, in the near future also I will be drinking coffee. Right? Obviously I will be drinking coffee. So over here my action is happening all around, means at past also, at present also, at future also. Okay. Now look at present continuous tense. Okay. If I am talking about present continuous tense over here, the example says I am drinking coffee right now. Means I have taken the same example, just I have changed the tense of that particular verb. Okay. So in present continuous tense, obviously, if you remember the structure and the form, the structure says subject plus is am are plus verb first form plus ing plus object. So according to that structure, my sentence will be I am drinking coffee right now. And I have told you that we use certain words like right now with your present continuous tense, because in present continuous tense we talk about those actions which are happening at the time of speaking. Actions which are happening at the time of speaking, right? So over here if I am saying I am drinking coffee right now, so over here this is my present action in the diagram, and over here I am drinking coffee right now, and the action will little bit continue till the action is not completed. Okay. So this is about your present continuous tense. The third is simple past tense, which is also called as past indefinite tense. Okay. So in simple past tense, if you see, I drank coffee yesterday. Now why drank? Over here drink, I am drinking, over here drank. Why drank? Because in simple past, or you can say past indefinite, I have told you that the structure was subject plus verb second form plus object. Only in simple past we use verb second form, in rest of the part means tense, or you can say in perfect tense or continuous tense we use verb first form or verb third form. But only in simple past we use verb second form. So drink, drank, drunk. So drank I am using over here, and I am using the word yesterday. Adverb I am using over here yesterday, because I am talking about the past moment and the action has been completed. The action has been completed. So over here if you look at the diagram, so I am talking about this is present, I am talking about something past where action has been completed. Action is completed. I am talking about yesterday, I am talking about past. I was drinking coffee this morning when I got a phone call from my boss. So if you remember, I have told you that in past continuous tense I'll be using the auxiliary verb as was and were, and over here one action will be followed by another action, and one action will be unfinished action and the other action will be finished action. So I was drinking coffee, my coffee was not, means it wasn't finished. It wasn't finished, unfinished action, okay? And then suddenly what happened? Suddenly I got a phone call from my boss. My boss has called me. He said that I immediately need you at this hour. Please come, whatever you are doing, just leave that and please come and meet me. Okay, so over here what happened? One action was unfinished and it was followed by a action which was finished. Okay, unfinished action followed by finished action. Okay, so and two actions are happening over there. I have told you that thing before. In past continuous, two actions will be followed by another action. Okay, so over here, if you see this particular diagram, what happens? What has happened over here in this particular diagram? In the past moment, what is happening? One action was happening. I was drinking coffee this morning, and then what happened? I got a phone call from my boss, and immediately I have to leave. I have to just leave my coffee on the table, and then I have to go and meet my boss. Okay, so this was about your you can say the tense which we have studied up till now. Okay, it was just a quick recap, you can say, or it was just a revision. Okay, review 1. Now we will be studying about past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Okay. Okay, students. Now we will talk about the past perfect tense. Okay. So again, as we have studied the structure of all the tenses, in the same manner we will be studying the structure of past perfect tense or the form of past perfect tense. Okay, the first form is the positive form, which is also called as affirmative sentence. So let's see the affirmative sentence first. Affirmative sentence, again we just have to use subject first. So subject plus auxiliary verb. I have already told you when I have taught you verb that auxiliary verb is always used before the main verb. Okay, so subject plus had plus verb third form, or you can also call it as past participle, plus object. Plus object. Okay, so subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. So this is the form of your past perfect tense. Okay, the auxiliary verb which is used in past perfect tense is had, and as I have already told you that this is perfect tense. Okay, something, the action, something which has already happened in the past and it is already completed. Okay, so obviously we have to use had, and with that we have to use verb third form plus object. Second thing is your negative sentence. A negative sentence means negative sentence, so we just have to add what? We just have to add not. Okay, so it will be what? Subject plus had plus not plus verb third form plus object. Okay, so it will be subject plus had plus not plus verb third form plus object. Interrogative sentence, again what we have to do? We just have to do the subject verb inversion. Subject verb inversion means that the auxiliary verb will come in the place of subject, subject will go in the place of auxiliary verb. So it will be what? Had plus subject plus verb third form plus object. Okay, see, like this only we will learn how to frame sentences, how to frame the positive sentence, how to frame the negative sentence, and how to frame an interrogative sentence. Okay, when we are talking about past perfect tense. So positive sentence and affirmative sentence, we have to use subject plus had plus verb third form plus object. Okay, if you are talking about negative sentence, so subject plus had plus not plus verb third form plus object. If you are talking about interrogative sentence, so had plus subject plus verbs third form plus object. Now examples can be what? Like I had finished my work. I had finished, finish, finished, and then again finished. work? Interrogative. Had I finished my work? Question mark. Okay. Another examples can be like we had finished eating the dinner. We had finished eating the dinner. We had not finished eating the dinner. Had we finished eating the dinner, or had they finished eating the dinner? So this is your past perfect tense. Okay. Now I hope the structure is clear to everyone. And now we will study about the usage of your past perfect tense. Now again, where we use past perfect tense? We use past perfect tense whenever we are talking about what? Whenever we are talking about an action that happened before another action in the past. An action that happened before another action in the past. Remember this line that we use past perfect tense when we are talking about an action that had happened before another action. Okay. For example, look at these two examples. Okay. This is example 1 and this is example 2. Okay. With these two examples, your concept about your past perfect tense will be more clear. Okay. For example, in the first sentence, when we got to the theater, the movie started. Obviously, started is used, got is used. So this is your simple past tense, verb second form is used. Okay, and action has already completed in the past. We are talking about the past. The action has already completed in the past. Okay, so if you see this diagram which I have made over here I have made two things. One is this cross and then one is circle. Okay, so over here what has happened when we are talking about simple past tense? When we are talking about simple past tense, so over here when we got to the theater, the movie started. Okay, that means the first action happened before another action. Okay, the movie started. So if we want to understand the meaning of this particular sentence, so what can be the meaning of this particular sentence, or what we can understand from this particular sentence? That we got to the theater, the movie started. So over here, first we went to the theater, we sat over there, and after that, when we have settled over there, after that the movie had started. Okay, movie had started after we have settled. Okay, so action followed by another action. Okay, but over here, if you see the second example says when we got to the theater, the movie had started. This is your past perfect tense because you have used had over here. You have used had as an auxiliary verb over here, and moreover, try to understand the sentence. The sentence is saying when we got to the theater, the movie had started. That means the movie had started before. And then we got to the theater. Means movie had started before. Before means we have entered after the movie had started. Over here in this particular sentence. But if we talk about this sentence says that we got to the theater, the movie started. That means the movie had started means before. The movie had not started before. We have settled down and then the movie had started. But over here, if we are using had over here, that means this particular action has happened before and then this particular action has happened. Okay, understand what I am trying to say? That when we got to the theater, the movie had started. That means this particular action has already started before and then we reached the theater. Okay, so this is your past perfect tense. Now we will look at another example of past perfect tense so that it will be more clear to you that where you have to use past perfect tense. I hope these two diagrams are clear and the difference between simple past tense and past perfect tense is clear to everyone. Okay, now let's see another example. Another example says that when we I was sick because I had eaten too much the previous night. I was sick because I had eaten too much the previous night. Because I had eaten too much had been happened before another action, that I was sick because I had eaten too much the previous night. That means I had eaten too much. I had eaten too much. First, obviously you will eat, then only you will fall sick. Na? That if you have eaten excess of something, that means this action will happen before, and then it will be followed by this action, that I was sick. Okay, so first this action will happen, and then it will be followed by that I was sick. Obviously, if you will eat anything means excessive, so what will happen? You will fall sick. Okay, this was one example of your past perfect tense. Another example can be, the girl looked very familiar. The girl looked very familiar. I had seen her somewhere before. I had seen her somewhere before. Okay, so again if I make that diagram which we have studied just now, so this is your past, present, and this is your future. Okay, so if we talk about the diagram, and if you want to understand this particular sentence through diagram, that is, the girl looked very familiar. I had seen her somewhere. So obviously I had seen that particular girl before. That is why she is looking, or here he means we talk about girl. That is why she is looking familiar, right? So over here what will happen? Over here if we talk about, that means this particular incident has happened before, and then over here this particular action we are talking about. So over here we will understand that over here the first part of action is completed before the second part of the action. Okay, when there are two or more past action, the first part action of your present perfect tense will happen before the second part of your sentence. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone about your this past perfect tense. Okay, now again if we look through your book, if we go through your book, so over here they have said that an action that happened before another action in the past, we have already studied this. Imaginary things in the past, for example, like if she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. Again two actions are happening. Okay, that means if she had studied harder, she would have passed the exams. Again first action will happen before the second action will take place. Okay, third one is an action that finished in the past and whose result was visible in the past. For example, when I met Roshni yesterday, she was crying because she had lost her bicycle. Okay, and the time expression used with the past perfect tense over here is like for, since, already, after, just, never, yet, before, by the time. So such time expressions are used with your past perfect tense. Okay, so this was about your past perfect tense. Only this much is important. Now we will talk about past perfect continuous tense. Okay. Okay students, now we will study about the past perfect continuous tense. Okay, past perfect continuous tense, the last subcategory of your past tense, and then the category for your past tense will be finished, and means in the next video we will talk about review 2 of all the past tense which we have studied till now, and then we will start with the future tense. Okay, so for now we will study about past perfect continuous tense. Okay, so the first one is, again we will go through the structure. Structure is really very important. Let's study the structure of your past perfect continuous tense. So we just have to use what? First we have to use subject plus had, again auxiliary verb before the main verb, then been, because perfect continuous obviously been you have to use subject plus had plus been plus verb first form, because continuous action has been added with perfect. For perfect you are already using had over here. So subject plus had plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay, so over here for your past perfect continuous tense we use subject plus had plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay, next one is your negative sentence. In negative sentence you just have to add not. subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay. Okay, so it will be what? It will be subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Okay. Now again in your interrogative sentence, what will happen? Interrogative sentence you will be using had plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing and then plus object. See, this structure is really very simple. You just have to learn the structure of your positive sentence. That's it. In negative you just have to add not. In interrogative you just have to just revert, or you just have to do subject and verb inversion. Okay. This is about your structure of your past perfect continuous tense. You just have to use had plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object, and then in your negative sentence you have to use what? In negative sentence you have to use subject plus had plus not plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Next is your interrogative had plus subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Now examples can be what? Examples can be of your this present perfect past perfect continuous tense can be like I had been singing. I had been singing. Okay. I had been singing. Next one can be I had not been singing. Okay. Had I been singing? Had I been singing? Question mark. Okay. So this is the example of your past perfect continuous tense, and like this only you will frame the sentences of your positive sentence, also called as affirmative sentence, negative sentence, or interrogative sentence. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Now we will talk about the usage of your past perfect continuous tense. So in this past perfect continuous tense, the usage is that we talk about an action that started at a definite time in the past. That had started in the definite time in the past. Obviously, if you are talking about past perfect continuous tense, so that action has already started in the past. That is more and obviously clear. Okay. And it continued. Now why it continued? Because continuous tense. And continued up to that point and was progress at that moment or had very recently finished. In short, if I will explain you these lines, so it says that we talk about past perfect continuous tense when an action had already started in the past and it continued for a certain moment of time and it had very recently finished. In the past only. The action had finished in the past only. So then we talk about which type of tense? Then we talk about our past perfect continuous tense. Okay. So this was the usage which you have to learn. Okay. Now let's see the example of this past perfect continuous tense so that it will be more clear to you. Okay. Like for example, she had been waiting for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. She had been waiting for 2 hours. Now I have told you that whenever we are talking about perfect continuous tense, be it present, past or future, so we have to use what? We have to use for and since. We have to use for and since. Okay. And that I have also explained you that where you have to use for and where you have to use since. For is used when we are talking about a period of time, and since is used to refer to a specific point of time. For is used when you are talking about a period of time, and since is used when you are talking about a specific point of time. Okay. So over here for 2 hours. So over here we are talking about specific duration. We are talking about a duration. We are talking about a period of time, right? Fixed period of time, that is 2 hours. So therefore you are using what? You are using for over here. Okay. But if you would be saying that she had been waiting since 2 hours. Since 5 p.m. when the doctor finally arrived. So since 5 p.m. if you are saying over here, specific point of time. Therefore, you are using since. But if you are talking about period of time, then you have to use what? You have to use for. Okay, this I have already told you when we have learned present tense. Okay. Now, if I will explain you this example through diagrams, it will be more clear to you. Why? Because when we see things now, it goes into our head for a longer duration of time as compared to when we listen to something. Okay. So if I talk about this particular sentence through diagram, it will be like this. Okay. Your past, present, future. So the sentence is saying she had been waiting for 2 hours. That means we are talking about past. She had been waiting for 2 hours. So over here, in the past, the action had happened. She had been waiting, okay, for 2 hours when the doctor finally arrived. So over here, at this particular point of time, what was happening? Had been waiting. And then finally what happened? After 2 hours she was waiting continuously. And then the doctor finally arrived. So over here, the doctor arrived. So over here in the past only, the action had been completed. In the past only, the action was completed. The action was completed in the past only. It had not come up to the present moment. So your past perfect continuous tense is used when you are talking about any action that had happened in the past and has recently finished up in the past itself. Okay. So there you have to use what? There you have to use your past perfect continuous tense. So like this we have ended our topic of tenses. Like 2 tenses we have completed, that is present tense and past tense. Now in the next video we will just have review 2 of the past tense which we have studied up till now, that is past perfect continuous tense, and then we will talk about our future tense, the only tense which we are left with, that is the future tense, simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Till then what you have to do? Keep learning, keep practicing. Thank you and have a nice day.